phenom, generational, unicorn. All of these can be used to describe Colorado's Travis Hunter, who is, in my opinion, the best prospect in this NFL draft, and he's going to be vying to be something that we have never seen before at the NFL level. Travis Hunter is special, and that is an understatement. Join me as I take a look into his tape both as a wide receiver and a DB to see why your team should pick him if they are at the top of the draft. He is a can't-miss prospect. He is an exciting player, and he is something, once again, we have never seen. So dive into the film with me as we evaluate Travis Hunter. Tail of the tape for Travis Hunter stands at 6'1", 185 pounds, coming off one of the most impressive seasons in recent memory in college football. Unanimous All-American. He won the Heisman Trophy. He won the Biletnikoff for the nation's best wide receiver. He was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, and he won the Chuck Bednarik Award, which is the best defensive player in the nation. So essentially, you're getting the college realm's best wide receiver and best defensive player if you draft this guy. Over the course of his 3-year college career under the tutelage of Coach Prime, Travis Hunter amassed 2,166 yards receiving with 24 touchdown receptions on 170 catches. On the defensive end, 9 interceptions, 20 pass breakups, a passer rating allowed of under 62, and a whopping 17.6 snaps per reception. He was not targeted often to where he could accumulate volume stats, but when the ball was thrown his way, good things happened for him and his defense. When you watch Travis Hunter as a wide receiver, you can almost see some DB translating in his game to the offensive side of the field. Here you're going to see him release inside. He's going to go up the field and start to run this corner route, right? The DB knows it's a corner. He is attached to the hip of Travis Hunter. But Shedeur is going to throw this ball front shoulder, and Travis is going to slip the DB's hip almost as if he is the DB going for an interception. It's almost as if he is on the top shoulder of this DB like he was the receiver. Front shoulder, slip the hip, touchdown, Colorado. And then from the end zone angle here, the play fake by Shedeur. Beautiful, beautiful. He tracks the ball perfectly. He has great ball skills. And again, sometimes you see that DB technique translate on the offensive end, which is incredibly rare, if not the only player to ever do that. Regardless of what role Travis Hunter fills and what volume of an NFL wide receiver he ends up playing by whatever team drafts him, I think that he's got to have a red zone package. He's got to be involved in the red zone because it's plays like this right here that he can make that are so dynamic. Again, look at him. Look at the concentration. Look at the ball skills. Look at the ball tracking of Travis Hunter. I mean, this is an egregious penalty. Fights through it, makes the catch on the DB's back, and that's just the tip of the iceberg for Travis Hunter in terms of as being a receiver in the red zone. Travis Hunter has a disgusting release package as a wide receiver too. I'm going to play this in regular, and then I'm going to play it in slow motion. Here in the red zone, touchdown, easy. I'm going to roll this back here though. Travis, just look at the footwork. Takes the release right here. Stems to the outside, stays square, stems again to the inside. One more time here. I mean, it's almost like he's shadow boxing with this DB. He completely clears him, and it's an easy touchdown for the Buffaloes. I think as amazing as Travis Hunter is as a DB, which we're going to get into, he's a phenomenal wide receiver. And if he was a full-time NFL wide receiver, I truly believe he'd be a generational prospect, even if he was offense only. Another example of Travis Hunter's release package on display right here against Arizona. You're going to see him stem to the outside, get the DB turned around, so quick twitch, then breaks on the dig even after the DB tries to recover, and it's a big-time gain for Colorado, an explosive pass play. As I mentioned, you're going to see Hunter, upon the snap of the football, takes a step to the outside, gets this DB just turned enough right here to where he is beat. I mean, Travis Hunter has the inside here. DB has to try and speed turn. Travis knows where he's going. He knows the route, heads to the inside, and makes a big-time catch for a big first down. One word that comes to mind constantly when watching Travis Hunter play the wide receiver position is concentration. Check him out. He's out here to the field side in a two-receiver side
Shador is going to throw up a go ball to him, and Travis Hunter is going to just get mauled on the outside here, especially at the catch point. Fights through it, makes the grab deep downfield, and gets the penalty here. I mean, just a phenomenal grab by Travis Hunter. And the ball skills, the ball tracking, and the concentration all just go wow when you watch the tape. That's at least my reaction. Travis's yak ability is off the charts as well. Here you've got a 2x2. Travis is going to be the number one to the boundary here. Shador is going to throw him a little tunnel screen, and he's going to house this 25 yards with just a quickness. It's well blocked. Travis Hunter reads it perfectly. He gets up out of there for the touchdown, and this is just a minor example of the yards after the catch that Travis Hunter generates. This is Travis Hunter's best catch of the season, in my opinion. Shador rolls out of the right. You're going to see Travis right here. There are 3 defenders in close proximity to Travis Hunter. That totally screwed up that drawing. 3 defenders in semi-close proximity. 2 defenders right here where Travis is trying to box them out and make this grab. What does he do? He climbs the ladder, makes an unbelievable catch, holds on through the contact. This is a Heisman type of moment, a Heisman type of grab for a guy who's primarily a cornerback. I mean, for a guy that has a thin frame, a very speedy, athletic, kind of wiry frame, Travis Hunter plays way bigger than his size when it comes to making plays at the catch point, making contested catches, and just overall being tough at the wide receiver position. Here's when Colorado played Kansas in Arrowhead Stadium. Once again, Travis is the number one to the boundary in a 2x2 set. He's going to get the same play we saw a minute ago, a tunnel screen. And there are some Kansas defenders who can make a play on this. I mean, Travis right here, there's 2 or 3 guys that can make the play. And Travis Hunter is just he's too good. He's too fast, generates too much yards after the catch. He's already shot out of a cannon by the time these defenders think that they can make a play. And he's off to the races. I mean, Travis Hunter, just the wide receiver tape we're watching right now, before we can even get to the DB play, it's unbelievable. Travis Hunter is a really smart route runner. He understands how to manipulate space and to use every bit of grass to his advantage, I feel like. Right here, you're going to see Travis come across your screen. He's running a crosser, but right now it looks like he's running a shallow crosser. Instead, he's going to go this way a little bit, then climb up the field and just steadily gain space from this defender. You see he obviously fools the defender. It gets underthrown, and he still goes up, mosses this defender, makes a play at the catch point, and it's another big-time gain for the Buffs. His film just has this all over the place. Again, we still have DB tape to watch. I keep having to bring this up to you guys. Like, this guy's freaking insane. A little bit of dessert here to cap off our wide receiver portion of this video for Travis Hunter. This is in the final regular season game against Oklahoma State. Once again, the contested catches through contact. I mean, he is being severely interfered with here, and it simply does not matter. Fights through it, makes the catch, tracks the football, touchdown Colorado. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. If you haven't heard, Travis Hunter is going to be a phenomenal man-to-man corner in the NFL. Here, he pretty much runs this route with the wide receiver to the outside all the way to the end of the play. He is going to be a shadow type, cover your number one receiver type corner from the day he enters the NFL. Travis Hunter also has a really elite football IQ. He just has a great feel for when things are about to happen. Here you're going to see him up top. You got a 2 receiver set out to the field, and he just knows what's going to happen. He triggers on it so fast, right as this receiver is breaking on the bubble. Literally right as Dylan Raiola takes the football. Travis Hunter is already breaking on this. He makes a big-time play. He scoots under the block and makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And these are the kind of things you can't teach. These are instincts from Hunter. Travis Hunter put a lot of elite tape out there in this Nebraska game. Here you're going to see a condensed formation with 2 receivers to the boundary. Travis Hunter is right here lined up on the number 1, and they're going to run a little rub route here with the receivers. So the number 2 is going to run right at Travis Hunter, while the number 1 runs a little underneath route. Hunter gets over the top of the number 2 receiver, gets back on course, and then he has a tight end running a little mesh concept here that he has to get past as well. Travis Hunter is so athletically gifted with so much speed that he's able to bring this play down and stop it for a gain of only a couple of yards on what really should have been a lot bigger gain for Nebraska if it was anybody but Travis Hunter covering it.
Another example right here of a team trying to take advantage of Hunter's leverage and get something cheap underneath with a drag route. You're going to see Hunter right here, outside leverage to the single receiver side on the boundary, and it's going to be, like I said, a little simple crossing route, a little drag route, and just check out the speed, the quickness, and the trigger of Travis Hunter. He is step for step. He stops this play for a gain of like a yard, and just the athletic traits that he has, again, not teachable. More anticipation here from Travis Hunter. He's going to be lined up here over this receiver. Receiver is going to head in motion on a little flat route off of the RPO. He's going to be heading this way. Look where they are in relation to each other. This receiver still has not made it to the hashes. Travis Hunter has already passed the hashes and is going to angle his way to make this play. He runs the route for the receiver, makes the play in the backfield, delivers a big hit. I mean, this is just next level stuff. Travis Hunter's anticipation, his instincts, and his trigger are second to none. Against UCF here, man coverage on the outside to the boundary, single receiver side, and it's going to be a clinic by Travis Hunter once again. He forces his receiver to the outside, makes him commit to the outside, gets his hands on him to make sure that this receiver can't separate space, gets his head turned around to the football, high points the ball, and makes a play on it, making the PBU, nearly getting an interception, once again showing off just multiple of the elite traits that he possesses. To me, this is Travis Hunter's best play of the season at corner, and some of you may have seen it before. So it's going to be cover 2, and Travis Hunter is going to have the curl flat, right? So what's he going to do? He's going to funnel the number 1 receiver inside. Number 2 is heading towards the outside on a wheel route. So he funnels number 1 inside, starts to get underneath number 2, and this is where Travis Hunter's football IQ comes into play. He has his aggressiveness, and it pays off here, because if you look, this receiver running the wheel route is going to be coming wide open down the sideline. But Travis Hunter realizes that KJ Jefferson, the quarterback, is under pressure back here in the backfield. So he's going to probably try and dump this off to his safety valve out here in the flat. Travis Hunter recognizes that, instantly triggers on it, gets the interception. Just a phenomenal all-around rep by Hunter at the cornerback position. Let's run it back here in full speed. You got the man in motion here who's going to run the wheel, funnel number 1 inside, get underneath, pressure, forces the throw, and Hunter picks it off. Phenomenal play. High level football IQ. Travis Hunter also just knows the down and distance at all times. This is going to be third and very short here for the opponent. Travis Hunter is going to be lined up right here over number 2. Number 2 is going to run this quick out. Travis Hunter immediately is going to see it. He's going to trigger on it, gets the pass breakup, and forces 4th down. These are the type of plays. Once again, I keep highlighting his trigger and his anticipation is elite. One thing that Travis Hunter understands really well, both from the wide receiver and cornerback position, is angles. So check it out. He's going to have a crossing route here. He's about a half shade outside leverage on this receiver, single receiver to the field side. Travis Hunter is just beat by a step here. He's a little bit behind the receiver, and he's still on that top shoulder as this ball is going to be leading the receiver to the sideline. So Travis doesn't really worry himself with where the receiver is. He kind of plays the football as if he is the wide receiver. He gets underneath, takes the angle, nearly comes away with an interception. Just a great awareness of space, great angle that he takes, and it's a big play on the defensive end. Now that we've gone through the tape, let's take a look at the report card I've given Travis Hunter, starting with at the wide receiver position. At size, give him a B. He's got kind of a skinny, wiry frame. Good height, though. And again, he plays bigger than his size. Ball skills, obvious A+. Talked about this throughout the video. He's pretty fast. He's not quite Tyreek Hill. Give him an A in that regard. B+ on the routes, but he plays with more finesse without being a route technician per se. Quickness, an A. Yards after the catch, obvious A+. Contested catch, obvious A+. Catch radius, A-. Again, 6'1". He catches most footballs that are thrown in his direction, so I'll give him an A- there. All in all, just as a receiver, he's a top 10 pick. Obviously, he's going both ways, but even just as a receiver, he'd go round 1. Then you've got Travis Hunter, the DB. Ball skills, obviously, still an A+ on the defensive side of the football. Instincts, A+. Talked about the trigger. Talked about his football IQ, just how he anticipates things. That might be his best trait. technique, I give him an A. When it comes to man coverage, I give him an A. Occasionally, we see him beat vertically. Underneath, pretty much never. He's very, very sticky as a DB. Zone coverage, A+. He's got such a knowledge for concepts, for space, and for knowing his zone, knowing when to attack and when to be aggressive. And then as a tackler, he's solid, not great, but definitely serviceable in that regard. B+ as a tackler. Top 10, top 5 grade for Travis Hunter as a DB. Combine both of these together, and you have the best prospect in this year's NFL draft. As for my pro comp for the best prospect in the NFL draft, well, as a wide receiver, I compare him to Devontae Smith. He's got a little bit more size on him than Devontae, maybe 10 to 15 pounds, but he plays a lot like him, especially in the fact that he plays bigger. He goes up and gets it. He's got the speed. He's got the yards after the catch. All of those, I think, are relatable to Devontae Smith. And then in terms of Derek Stingley, very, very similar in size, both great in man, great in zone, elite #1 corners as soon as they step on the field in the NFL. That's what I think Travis Hunter is. I think he's like both these guys. And really, if you could go across sports, I would say that my pro comp is Shohei Ohtani, because he is a unicorn. He is about to attempt to do something in the NFL that has never been done before, playing both ways. I hope they let him really try it, whoever drafts him. Very excited to see what he can do. He's the best player in this draft. Travis Hunter will not go first overall in the draft. More than likely, it'll probably be Cam Ward to a team that needs a quarterback, but make no mistake about it. This is the best player in the 2025 NFL draft class, and if your team is in a position to take him and they don't, they made a big, big mistake. I cannot wait to see how Travis works into this hybrid role, what volume he's allowed as a receiver, and how he shuts down opposing receivers every week. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this evaluation and on Travis Hunter ahead of the Combine this weekend in Indy. I appreciate all my subscribers, and I will see you next time with the next NFL Draft Prospect Breakdown.